How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back inside Anoa Lagoa Arena here on Cornwall Island in Akwesasne, Ontario. Teddy Jenner and Jake Elliott with you for Game 3 of Day 3 here at the Survivors Cup. It's the Orangeville Northmen taking on the Tri-Nations Medicine Men. Both teams 1-1 heading into this pivotal game before we get to the final day of competition tomorrow. Leading up to the finals.
I didn't know where you were going there. My bad.
I was getting there. But Jake, Tri-Nations, Orangeville, both 1-1. Should be a very interesting game. Orangeville started off slow but came back strong in the last game. Tri-Nations has started off slow and come back strong. Should have a fantastic goaltender duel between Dahona Dagan Nicholas and Chris Olivieri.
Nicely done.
Thank you. And should be a great game for everybody watching it here in the crowd.
Absolutely. Fans back in the building here for the evening matchups. And you saw the records on your screen right there, provided by one Matthew Carrick and crew on the graphics. Well done to the entire production crew here at JVI all week long, and expect nothing less the rest of the way here. And you're right. You know, the Medicine Men gave Akwesasne all they could handle in that opening game. And you didn't really know what they were going to do against Nepean, who is against their next matchup against Mimico. And they pull out a 10-9 victory in overtime, which was a pivotal win for them. And the Northmen, well, we know what happened to them. They came out of the chutes really slow last night and again here today, getting themselves down 4-0 before going on a big-time run themselves. They get the victory to get themselves feeling a little better. And now we head into a really pivotal matchup for these two teams, both sitting at 1-1, with Akwesasne taking on Nepean later, sitting at 2-0. So the winner of this one will be in the driver's seat. Blow the whistle. Let's play some lacrosse.
Howlett and Ecclestone are your referees for tonight's contest, as Orangeville wins the opening draw and have the opening possession. Liam Smith gives it off to Cascanet, gets it right back. Smith's in the middle of the floor, takes the shot. A nice early save there from Nicholas as he soaked that one in the big woody. Quick outlet to McCumber, all the way here right in front of the broadcast booth.
And Mr. McCumber came up to visit us after the game, make sure we got his name rolling off the tongue here properly, Teddy. We've been practicing for the last couple hours. We'll do our best.
Here's number 43.
Daibo.
Kyman Daibo. And quickly the other way, Liam Stadnik. Stadnik up ahead, Trey Deer, shot. And an easy save there for Nicholas as he just stood tall between the pipes.
Yeah, I didn't really like the look there from Trey Deer. Not so much the shot angle, but dropping your stick down and coming in on goal like that, you just take away so much of your options. Keep that stick high and look for some goal.
Daibo surveys up top, kicks it into the corner. There's an outside shot from Ryan Oates. Ball loose. Bodies battling. And it'll be eventually grabbed by Jaden Siapara.
And like I mentioned, I think Orangeville just took a while to get the motor going here, but looked much more comfortable and confident in that back 40.
Colson had a pair of goals in the game earlier today. Late man off the bench is Matthews. And he'll leave it there for Trey Deer. Near side, Colson. Shot, bouncer, save. Nicholas has it in the leg pad. Get the whistle. And a good free-flowing first 2 minutes here. Shots 3-1 in favor of the Orangeville Northmen.
Speaking of free-flowing, my forehead free-flowing with perspiration right now.
It is a toasty one here in Anoa Lagoa Arena. Shot goes wide on the back of the net, and this will be a stoppage of play in possession to Orangeville.
You're going with the towel on the lap. I got headband rule is in full effect. First time I've donned it this week, Teddy, and I don't think I'm taking it back off.
You jinxed yourself. You said you hadn't donned it earlier.
Well, I could have probably gotten away. I'm playing it safe. It's a long night.
Smith bumps it into the corner. 76 Cascanet, and then that shot from the left-handers. Again, easy save for Nicholas.
And I think Cascanet might have got a little bit of a benching in the last game, if I'm not mistaken. And they want 76 to get going. I think he got the message. You're going to look for Cascanet to be a little more aggressive here in this one.
McCumber puts it into the corner. 44 is Rio Johnson. He'll take a screenshot. That hit McCumber in front. That one stung. Loose ball. Be picked up by Colin Barnett. He spins his man into the turf. Barnett up to Trey Deer. Gets a pick from Matthews. Deer still has it, and he'll pull it out. And survey the floor a little more while Barnett goes for a change. Near corner. Colson.
Shoot it.
He will. Another nice save there by Nicholas. Ball loose in front of the crease. Body's fighting for it.
Look out.
And Nicholas almost missed that one. They got an interference call. I had 49 scratch. I think there's a 49 out there. The big fella on the crease.
Take a second look.
Osenadeka Mitchell. Trey Deer, diagonal feed. Colson, inside feed. Jennings one more time, and a great save by Nicholas to deny Matthews on the crease.
Seen him do that a couple times.
Other way. With speed. Stone Jacobs. One more, and that's picked off by the Northmen. They're going the other way. Trey Deer out the front door. Deer. Bodied there by Daibo. And then played it back at the steeple, and that one doesn't connect. And here comes Stone. Couple fakes and a nice save there by Orangeville.
And we saw him kind of cheat earlier today in that exact same scenario, learned from his previous mistake and just stood tall on the short side pipe.
Matthews. Near side Castanet. Into the corner Colson. One more Matthews. Toe drag. Gets in front. Takes the shot and a shoulder save by Nicholas. Ball loose. Who's going to come up with it? And it's going to be Carter Moran.
Good hustle.
Matthews. Fresh 30 here for the Northmen. Hidden ball trick still with Matthews up top. Castanet around the screen. Doesn't take it. Still has it. Now will go to the front of the net. And that one just goes wide. Loose ball. And Steeple tried to bat it in. Quickly here come Tri-Nations the other way.
I like the aggressive take from Castanet. Didn't get the goal. Didn't even get a shot on net. But makes the defense aware that he's willing to go inside.
Ryu Johnson gives it to Colton Marquis, who has been outstanding so far in this tournament. Shot on target just goes awry. Man all the way up the floor. Owen Rand gonna run onto it. Rand, pump fake shot, and he put it just off the left leg of the Honadagi Nicholas.
Both goaltenders off to sharp starts here. 7-2, your shots on goal, however.
Marquis fakes the flip. Still has it. Now we'll give it to Ryu Johnson. Johnson spins back, takes a pick from McCumber. Skips it all the way to the other side. Marquis backs his man in. Survey 6 on the shot clock. Skip pass just doesn't connect. And as the buzzer goes, that one will go wide. And another 30-second shot clock violation here in the first 6.5.
Tight checking. You would expect nothing less here in this important game for both clubs. And both goaltenders off to a sharp start as well, as I mentioned.
That one doesn't connect on the skip pass. Colson shoots around a screen from Liam Smith, and that bouncer goes up and into the netting.
He had Nicholas leaning the wrong way there, and Nicholas just able to flash out the glove at the last second to keep that one out.
Darius McCumber.
Nicely done.
Joey Set John. Ryu Johnson gets the rebound, fresh 30. Daibo to Colton Marquis, spins off his check, takes the shot, and a nice low save there from Orangeville. Loose ball. Bodies from each team battling, eventually be grabbed there by Cayman Daibo. Thought about the shot. Will spin underneath. Flip it to Marquis. They switch spots. Near side Johnson. He'll shoot, and that one goes just wide. Right to Colton Marquis. Another bouncer. Oh, and that one almost fooled Orangeville.
Crafty little skip bounce. And just getting word from our producer, Matthew Carrick, about maybe some background noise. They've cranked up some very big industrial fans inside this hot, humid Turtle Dome. So if you're hearing a little fan noise in the background, it's out of our control, and we're trying to keep the people cool inside. It's not an audio issue, it's just a fan issue.
Steve Dupont Tardif finds a loose ball in his own zone. Moves it up to Seamus O'Connell. Cayman Daibo. Trying to orchestrate some offense here. Gives it up to Marquis. Near side. Up to McCumber, and he couldn't handle it, but it falls right to Cayman Daibo. He'll take the shot, and nice save there by Origlieri, who parries it into the netting. Fresh 30 here for the Medicine Men.
We'll have to keep an eye on goaltenders here as I'll let the set continue.
That shot goes wide, bounces off the glass, and it falls right to Daibo. Marquis into the corner, McCumber. Daibo. Joey St. John. Step back shot from Marquis. Nice save there from Origlieri, and another fresh 30 here for Tri-Nations.
I mentioned the goaltenders as I saw Lever Pereira from Mimico coming out, and it was really kind of battling some cramping. And you know he's going to go all the way from Mimico. I would expect the two goaltenders in this game to go the distance in this tournament as well. And I think fitness, hydration, all of that is going to play a factor throughout the week.
McCumber in there trying to battle, and the Northmen just trying to let the 30 shot clock run out here. And then it's going to eventually be picked up by Graydon Stokes. He's pressured in the corner. And that's a great pickup there by Barnett off the hop. Barnett.
Check the pocket.
We'll leave it there for Carter Moran. Trey Deer back to Moran. In the far side corner. 0-0 is your scores. We've played 9.5 minutes here in game 3. Colson. Pass knocked down off the stick of Trey Deer. Late in the 30, and that'll be shot clock violation.
You know, I will say this, Teddy, another slow start here for the Northmen offensively, but thankfully for them, the Medicine Men off to a slow start as well, and it hasn't cost them. They haven't got down in a hole like they were in their previous game 4-0.
Yeah, both offenses are getting shots, trying to get to the middle of the floor, but both goaltenders standing tall so far. Daibo.
Room.
Marquis, bounce shot off the stick of Ryu Johnson and up out of play off the goaltender. Reset the 30. There's a shot low to high, just missed. Loose ball picked up by Cayman Daibo. Colton Marquis driving, diving, great save there by Origlieri. Loose ball picked up in the corner by Jaden Ciapera.
Well, we watched him score at least 2 in that exact same fashion, that same move, that dive low across the crease, and that time Origlieri had the read on it.
Trey Deer, near side, Cody Colson. Comes around the top of a double screen, skips it to Deer. Oh, big heavy check there from number 88, what a Daibo. And he sent Trey Deer crashing to the floor and caused a turnover.
Felt that one, no question.
Nice pickup there by Cayman Daibo. Gives it off to McCumber. He can't handle it off the glass.
How about the old school Nikes on McCumber? Like it. No comment?
No.
Okay.
You're the fashion guy.
Well, I'm just saying, it's good luck.
Here's Colton Marquis. Trey Deer. Back to Marquis. Sorry, back to Colson. Inside feed. A nice job collapsing. Well, an open net shot, and that's just an easy one for Jennings. As Cohen Jennings finds the loose ball in front, Nicholas was kind of turned around in his net, and that's a 1-0 lead for Orangeville.
Not going to get many easier there for Jennings, as Nicholas just couldn't quite corral that one as he got the wooden goal stick on it, but doing that took himself out of position and left the net empty. And Jennings not missing from the doorstep with an empty net, 1-0 Orangeville.
8 minutes remaining. Face-off one there by the Northmen, but it's going to come up into a Tri-Nation stick. And Cayman Daibo has it far side. Daibo driving underneath. Still has it. Diving, shoots, and scores! Oh, they wave it off.
Oh, man. Give me a replay, please, Matthew Carrick. I want to watch the footwork here of Daibo because I think that was a good one.
Andrew Ecclestone right there on the case and immediately waved it off.
Oh, that's a goal.
That's as clean as they come.
It wasn't even close.
Unless he says he hit the goalie with his stick.
No, that's a goal. Goal.
And not on the board as that pass gets deflected. Won't be an over and back. But Trey Deer didn't really understand that the referee said no over and back, and
well,
then
the shot
Tipo
clock was dead anyway, so
picks it up and runs over the timeline. But you're right, the shot clock was winding down. Here comes Tri-Nations. Ball's up top in the stick of 47 Stone Jacobs.
He'll be off to Vermont come the fall.
Joey Set John spins away from trouble. Toe drag, gets to the middle of the floor, triple teamed, and loose ball picked up in a shot that goes into the net.
Pat O'Connell parked on the crease wide open for a quick stick.
Tristan LeBlanc took that shot, didn't quite get it on net. And here come the Northmen with a 1-0 lead, 6.5 minutes to go here in the first. Shots are 10-9 in favor of the leaders. Cody Colson. Matthews. Diagonal feed, one-timer. That one just missed off the stick of Teeple. Loose ball picked up by Matthews. Diagonal feed to Teeple, and that one goes wide. Loose ball. Jennings is there, and he just put it wide. He got rocked.
You might be seeing little birdies flying around his head right now with that hit, as that one twisted the bucket, lost the stick, and he's back to the bench here, standing up and running after his own power here. But my goodness, look out for Stone Jacobs. That could have been really bad.
And that's, again, guys coming from the opposite bench. There's an outside shot that goes well wide. Heads up.
It's getting a little nasty here as Jacobs mixing it up with Stokes as they have some words as they separate.
Here comes Orangeville. Cody Colson thought about it, gives it off to Trey Deer. Into the corner to Matthews. Skips it, Cascanet, tried to go short side. That one didn't hit the target. And we'll get a late interference call on Tri-Nations. Reset the 30.
Jacobs has to be careful here. Referees are watching him, and he's getting some extracurriculars in.
Shot from Matthews, saved by Nicholas. Ball just thrown all the way to the front door. It'll be picked up there by Colton Marquis. These are there for Joey Set John. Kyman Daibo. Picked up there by Liam Perro. Daibo driving, shot, nice save there by Origlieri. And he'll outlet short side, bench side. Barnett up ahead to Teeple. Under 5 to play here in the first. Moran, Jennings, shot, kicked aside there by Nicholas. Ball loose in front. And it'll eventually be grabbed by Trey Deer. Fake the flip. Deer still has it. He'll leave it for Matthews. Oh, and then Matthews passed it to Liam Smith, and he was cutting in the middle of the floor, wasn't paying attention.
A hidden ball trick worked on his own team.
There's Rio Johnson. Trying to get in tight on Barnett. Gives it off to McCumber. McCumber, toe drag, gets to the middle, and then gets heavily checked to the ground. Still has it, though. 10 on the shot clock. McCumber gives it off to Johnson. He'll shoot from the outside, turned aside by Origlieri.
Well, you got a new player out there for the Northmen on defense, as Gage Noseworthy draws into the lineup as Kruger comes out. Wearing Brandon Sanderson's old number 22, Ted Jim.
Here's Marquis. Thought about it. Gives it up to Rio Johnson. He'll go low to low, and that one's soaked by Jake Argue.
Looney.
And eventually picked up there by the Northmen as Tri-Nation throws it away. Matthews. Teeple. Into the corner for Colson. Matthews. Inside feed. Doesn't connect with Teeple as he was cutting through the middle. Loose ball picked up by Tri-Nations. And they'll loop back on their own zone and let the change happen with Mac Miller. Rio Johnson now. Time and room. Oh, a little short, tricky bouncer goes wide, but this could cause transition the other way. And running onto it is Jaden Ciapera, but he couldn't quite find it. And then eventually into the stick of Trey Deer. Deer one-on-one. Step back, fakes to toe drag, and double team. Good help defense there by Stone Jacobs.
Really good defense.
Into the corner. And that shot goes wide off the stick of Liam Smith. Backhand shot from Trey Deer, turned aside by Nicholas. Reset the 30. Cut into the net, Teeple, inside shot, and a nice save there. Actually hit a defender's stick. Never made it on target. Quick outlet. And Ecclestone's gonna get him on a too-many-men call. And the Northmen are gonna head it back to the power play. Up 1-0 with 2 minutes to go.
Clock is ticking here in this running time format of the game, and they stop it now here on the penalty call. And as for dynamic as Trey Deer is offensively, one thing I would like to see the young man wearing 71 in black and silver do is have a little more hustle when the ball is turned over back to his own bench. Tends to stay up in the forecheck and look for turnovers, trying to pick him off, but when the ball is going back up court, he's on the jog to the bench, and he's got to just get his head down. You're getting a rest when you get there, so put in the effort. Makes a difference.
When you're on the bench. Work your butt off when you're on the floor.
Pretty simple.
So 20 men call here as the Northmen will head to the power play for the first time tonight. Deer, Colson. They play 1-2. Here comes some motion. Back to Colson, inside feed, and that just missed the stick of Matthews. Matthews to Moran, up top, Colson. Matthews couldn't find it, loose ball, where is it? 5 on the shot clock. Trey Deer will wire one right in the big wood stick of Nicholas, and that's gonna go the other way.
And really, that was the catalyst for the Northmen in their game earlier today, is that's what helped them spur on that comeback and on their way to victory was the execution on the 5-on-4.
McCumber. Gonna try and kill some time here off the too many men bench minor. McCumber. Good watch closely there by Owen Rand. McCumber over the top, tucks it, shoots it, saved there by Orangeville. Loose ball, McCumber finds it again. Trapped against the boards, has his stick check, ball's now loose. I think it's under McCumber and a Northman. That's Gage Noseworthy.
That is a dangerous thing to do as a player. One-handed power cradle with the ball up over your head like that along the boards. You're just waiting for your ribs to get busted in half.
That's why you wear rib pads.
Well, it doesn't protect at all, especially when you expose yourself like that.
Noseworthy gives it up to Matthews. Now Trey Deer with 30 in the period and the penalty. About a 3-second difference between game clock and penalty clock. So the Northmen can hold this all the way to the end if they want it. Quick one-timer to Trey Deer. He can't find it. Ball loose in the corner. Who's going to come up with a 10 on the clock? The Northmen do. Diagonal feed. Cascadet. One more to Matthews. He just missed. Rebound. Oh, and a great save there by Nicholas. And that will end the opening 20 here in a very tightly contested game between the Orangeville Northmen and the Tri-Nations Medicine Men.
Reba. Yeah, close one after 20 minutes here. 15-11 your shots on goal in favor of the Northmen, and a brief power play to start the next frame. Let us thank some sponsors here while we have a couple of minutes before the start of period number 2. Tournament sponsors would like to thank all our sponsors for their generosity making this tournament happen. Green Chief Naturals, Chiefs Tobacco of Kanawagi, Club 24, Bears Den, Lacrosse 28, Kanawagi Lacrosse, Ottawa Capitals Lacrosse Program, Orangeville Northmen Alumni, Mohawk Lacrosse, Mega City Promotions, Bergamanis Prea, and your live local radio 97.3, the mighty CCON, CKON. Let's take a break to Jenner. We'll be back with second period action in 4.5 minutes right here on the home of the Survivors Cup, JVI.
Back inside Anoa Lagoa Arena, Game 3, Day 3 of the Survivors Cup. Orangeville leading Tri-Nations 1-0. And they will start the period with a 3-second power play, very minimal.
This is essentially the halfway point, I suppose, here, Teddy. Game 6 of 12 for the entire week. And more bills to pay here. A big thank you goes out to Kurt Stiers and the Halifax Thunderbirds, who return to Scotiabank Centre, the nest, if you will. Hashtag unfinished business on December the 4th. They take on the Saskatchewan Rush. Seasons tickets to watch championship caliber professional lacrosse in Nova Scotia are on sale at halifaxthunderbirds.com or call, text 902-334-2333. 1-0 after 20 here, Teddy, for the Northmen, and I think we're in for a real good final 40 minutes.
This could be a 3-2 game.
Well, I don't know if it's, I wouldn't quite put it there, but I don't know what the winning numbers here are going to be. I'm going to put it at 6, I think is going to be the winner.
All right.
Race to 6. Let's see.
Sounds good to me. So again, Tri-Nations will start a man short for 3 seconds, but Seamus O'Connell will be out momentarily.
And don't forget, still one more to come here. 8:15 face-out time. Blow the whistle. Let's play some lacrosse. As the hometown Indians will take on the Knights of Nepean.
Here comes the Northmen as we're back to 5 aside. Colson tried to find Teeple. That doesn't connect. Loose ball on the far side boards. And Teeple is there to grab it for the Northmen. Near side Jennings. He has the only goal so far tonight. Backside look, and a great stick there by Kobe McCumber to deny Colson wide open on the crease. And here comes Tri-Nation with their first possession. Tristan LeBlanc skips it near side, cutting in the middle. Was Stone Jacobs, he didn't get it. And then that flip pass doesn't connect, but it's eventually picked up by LeBlanc. He spins away, he'll shoot, and that one's off the left shoulder of O'Reilly.
I'll tell you what, you know, watching the Medicine Men here through the opening period against Orangeville, they clearly think they have a scout on O'Reilly with the low to high release, as that one's in. Straight air. But we'll watch this one again on the replay, but if you watch the Medicine Men shooting often over and over as they drop down and try and catch O'Reilly dropping down and putting the ball high in the goal. As you see Deere on the doorstep here, tap one home.
Yeah, nice look there from Cody Colson to Trey Deere, cross crease, and Nicholas had to play the shooter, and the Tri-Nations defense just couldn't get back in time to deny that cross-floor pass, and Trey Deere just one-timed it into the back of the net. 2-0 Orangeville.
Now, once again, if you're joining us late here on the broadcast on JVI, they have put industrial fans around the arena here tonight, so if you're getting a little background noise, it's not an audio issue. It's just super powerful fans keeping the fans cool inside the Turtle Dome.
Fans for the fans.
Yes.
Here comes Elijah Edwards. Colson comes up high, swings it to Deere, and that pass is well read by Stone Jacobs, and he's gone. Jacobs on the breakaway. Shot. Oh, put it off the crossbar. Hounded there by Cody Colson on the back check, but Stone Jacobs unable to get the first marker for Tri-Nations. Behind the net, Teeple. Inside, Jennings' shot just goes high and wide. Loose ball. Colson had it. And
just getting word here coming in on Cascanet, Teddy, that it was not, in fact, a benching by the coaching staff. Cody just a little banged up in that previous game and feeling the effects. I think maybe of some dehydration, had a bit of a headache, and the trainer was the one that kept Cascanet out. So he's back in there now, obviously feeling better. Maybe got a little mustard in him in intermission, and he's back out there. So thank you for that clarification.
Rio Johnson runs off the pick. Shot just floats wide over the far corner. Be picked up there by Cayman Daibo. It'll be a shot clock violation.
Chance here.
All the way up the floor. Shot. Oh, and that one just goes wide. As Liam Smith had a clear-cut opportunity.
Oh, look at that snap.
And then an excellent pickoff by Owen Rand.
Number 18 for the Northmen.
Into the corner. Smith. Up top. Matthews. Time and room, and a nice save there by Nicholas. Does he soak that one between the arm and the belly?
Sorry, Teddy. You give Matthews that kind of look, more often than not, he's going to cash.
Here comes Tri-Nations. Stone Jacobs can play both ends of the floor. Swings it around.
Scratch golfer, apparently. Stone
Really?
Jacobs, yes. Just a heck of an athlete.
If you're a scratch golfer, you're a lot better than me.
Well, you should probably be playing golf, not lacrosse, maybe. I don't know. But he's pretty good at this sport as well.
There's Cody Colson near side to Jennings. Skips it to Teeple. Tredier asks for it, gets it, tries to toe drag inside, tried to jam it short side, but Nicholas was having none of it. Good defense there by Lohundy O'Rourke.
And by the way, folks, if you have any more information you want to pass our way and you can't get us via text, please feel free to send us a tweet at Off the Crossbar for Teddy Jenner and myself at PXP, the number 4 Sports.
4.5 played here in the second. 2-0 Orangeville. Here's Marquis. Gets it right back, drives to the middle. Diagonal feed to McCumber, and he put it off the shoulder of O'Regulari. Reset the 30. Shot, another nice shoulder save by O'Regulari.
Really good.
Quickly up ahead, Graydon Stokes.
Tracked it very well and saw it the whole way.
Leaves it there for Teeple, and will go for a change. Into the corner, Colson. Around the top, time and room, all the way into his wrong side of the floor. Colson surveys, skips it. One more to Teeple, and that was a nice save there by Nicholas. And loose ball eventually be grabbed by Seamus O'Connell. And almost threw it into a bad spot.
The rare corkscrew bounce pass there.
Behind your own net. DuPont Tardif gives it off to Stone Jacobs. Gets it right back. Jacobs driving inside. Nice collapse defense by the Northmen. And it's going to be picked up there by Jake Argy. Was that Glennie Bryan's old 27?
Oh, former captain of the Northmen. And beloved Northman, by all accounts, from all the alumni. Lenny.
Here's Teeple to Colson. Around the back. Moran. Teeple tried to go short side and missed. And running onto it is Terrence Chair. He picks up. He's going to try to go to the net, but decides not to go any further. We'll let the offense do their thing. Colton Marquis up top. Hyman Daibo shot and turned aside there by the Northman goaltender.
Not that he was playing poorly before, Teddy, but he looks like he's reached another level here now in this second period. Confidence rising with each stop is where I'm going.
Marquis over the top. Another nice save there by O'Regulari. Colton Marquis being hounded behind the net from Liam Perro. Ball now loose. And nice job there by O'Regulari to step out and find that loose ball.
Got a man off the bench here.
Tri-Nations quickly back to stop any transition.
And I know we're sitting at 2-0 here, Teddy, but don't you feel like the next one's a big one in this game, the way it's going?
Is that because it's going to be a 3-2 game?
It's a 3-0 game right now. And there's Cascanet on the finish.
Brody Cascanet left wide open down the crease. A little bit of miscommunication from Tri-Nations as a couple bodies fell to the floor. Nobody found Cascanet wide open.
There's that extra step, Teddy. Well done. Stick seeing that far side top corner and just pumped it right in there.
So the last game the Orangeville Northmen played, they were down 3-0.
They're down 4-0.
And eventually down 4-0. But then rattled off 6 straight and never looked back. Well, let's see if Tri-Nations can get some momentum in their favor.
Well, really, this is the first time they've played from the front of the pack here.
Ron. Here come the North. Smith. Late man is Colson. He has it now off the bench. Gives it back to Smith. Takes a high hit. Diagonal feed. Nice save there. Rebound. And then another one. And Tredier scores.
This kid knows how to put the lacrosse ball in the lacrosse net. Well done from Trey Deer. Watch this one again, as Nicholas can only do so much here for the Medicine Men. As there's the penalty call that'll be wiped out. As what a Daibo plays a nasty game back there on the back end, but Trey Deer plays a nasty game on the offensive end, and he makes it 4-0 Northmen.
And those are one of those plays where you're talking about, Jake. Loose ball in front of your crease and the guy about to pick it up, take an interference call, reset your defense. There are good interferences and bad interference, and that would have been one of them, but unfortunately for Tri-Nations, Trey Deer was able to find that loose ball.
It's going to be Trey Nation pretty soon.
Well, another shot, that one goes off the post from Teeple as he got to the middle of the floor. Tri-Nation's got to be careful here. They can't allow the Northmen to gain any more confidence and momentum. Deer on his wrong side will set a pick for Teeple. Skip feed, that one doesn't get through. Jennings trying to find it as the shot clock will wind down. And it'll be possession here to Tri-Nations.
It's a better hustle to the bench there for Deer.
O'Connell.
Marquis needs to fix his jersey.
We'll give it off to Tristan LeBlanc. Near side, Daibo. Kaiman Daibo skips it behind that. Oh, nice job there by Ricky Larry, just to get the stick out, trying to pick it off, but ended up deflecting into the netting. Reset the 30, but...
Point is, you're not doing that with a Woody.
No.
Not getting it up there quick enough.
Marquis, Daibo, shot just goes wide. And we could have transition the other way. As running onto it is Rand. Rand on the breakaway shot. Oh, a great shoulder save there by Nicholas.
I think he got shafted, Teddy. I think that was butt end on Nicholas.
Shafted, butt end, love it.
Yeah.
Colton Marquis slips off his defender, and oh, a great save from Irregularity. Right in close. As Colton Marquis, little snake bitten here. The other way, Bennett tried to get it right back to him, and he couldn't find it. Loose ball. Albert Jr. is there, but it's going to be Trey Deer who finds it for the Northmen.
For the exception of not being left-handed, that looked very similar to a Dylan Ward save.
Both
and he's dialed in right now.
Northman goaltend legends. And that pass off the stick of Moran got knocked down. It'll be a shot clock violation. And
oh, come on, Andrew, please. It's not like he shot it at the net. He was trying to make a pass.
Nonetheless, a delay game penalty on Tri-Nation. So with the Northmen leading 4-0, another opportunity here in the power play with 8:40 remaining.
Did that not just kind of feel like a scoreboard call there?
That was my fault. That's going to be a Orangeville penalty. So Tri-Nations with an opportunity to get themselves back in this game with the man advantage.
Matt, you with me? Scoreboard call there? He's shaking. Yeah, he's giving me the nod. He knows.
So here come the Medicine Men. Marquis, McCumber, Jacobs. Marquis passed into Jacobs, knocked down by the stick of Colm Barnett. And here comes Orangeville running the other way. Elijah Edwards has man out the front door. It's Colson, he gets it. Up top, Liam Smith, got to be careful. Looks like his chin strap's undone. If the officials notice that, they could give possession the other way.
Well, if they do that, they got to fix Marquis' jersey. It's right up over his kidney pad. He can't even tell his number right now.
Inside feed, Trey Deer, backhander just missed. And that'll be a 30 violation on the Northwood. Picked up there by Lohundi Rourke. Now here comes the power play unit. Marquis gives it off to Stone Jacobs.
Teammate needs to help him out.
Maybe he likes it that way. It's like the Gretzky half-top.
I don't.
Jacobs, Marquis, Jacobs, shot, save there. O'Riglieri, loose ball. Who's going to come up with it? Bennett had it for a second. And now it's loose in the corner. And eventually grabbed by Tri-Nations. They'll reset here. Marquis, McCumber. Rio Johnson.
Oh, it's open.
Skips it to Marquis. He'll shoot short side. Another nice save from Irregularity. And that pass doesn't connect. Can McCumber get there? He cannot. It's Elijah Edwards. And with 20 remaining on the minor to Cole Teeple, Orangeville should be able to run this out and get back to 5-a-side.
They just look like a completely different team than what we saw in their opening game.
Smith. Colson. Back to 5-a-side. Shot saved there by Nicholas. Loose ball in the corner. DuPont Tardif in there for Tri-Nations. Will eventually be picked up by a teammate. And quickly up the floor is 67, Kyler Palace, another guy that I was told wasn't playing. Marquis. Jacobs shot, a nice shoulder save.
I thought that was in.
And they're going to call through the crease.
Coming from the high official, Ecclestone, and proper call there for Andrew.
Here comes Trey Deer. Into the corner. Colson. Smith running some interference along with Teeple. Colson on his wrong side. Twister hole put off the post.
Oh.
Rebound, Jacobs
That
scores.
is it.
Trey Deer. Apologies.
I don't know if we got slow-mo or not, Matthew, but let's have a look. I think the original ball is across the goal line.
I thought so too. I thought this went off the post. Twister short side.
Watch the goal line here. Tough to tell from that angle.
There's the first bounce. What's the second bounce? Second bounce was on the line.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, right there. Right before he swept. Anyways, it doesn't matter. It's in the goal.
Picks up the loose ball, capitalizes in a 5-0 lead, and fans here in the building unhappy with the Tri-Nations effort a little bit. There's a nice shot from Elijah Edwards, turned aside by Nicholas.
Well, listen, you cannot go 35 minutes in a game without scoring a goal and expect that you're going to be in it. Can't.
Here comes Tri-Nations. Ryu Johnson skips it. Daibo. And just passes to nobody. And loose ball picked up in the corner by the Northmen's Gage Noseworthy. I think I heard a clipboard slam down on the Tri-Nations bench.
Something went flying.
And Orangeville unable to get it across the line in 8 seconds. So good pressure up the floor by McCumber to cause that 8-second violation. And we're going to get a timeout by Tri-Nations. Thought they might give the goalies a water break, but this is a true timeout called by Tri-Nations.
I need to go get a new clipboard from the dressing room. Draw something up.
Or maybe from one of our sponsors, Sanderson Source for Sports in Orangeville, Ontario.
Be a good spot to get one, no question about it. And I want to take a minute here to thank the Survivors Cup Committee and CAA Management Twin Leaf for their generous support in making this event possible for our youth and community. The proceeds from this tournament will help benefit the Akwesasne Freedom School in its effort to revitalize our language. Efforts and proceeds of the 50-50 raffle will go to the proceeds to benefit mental health and suicide prevention, as well as Caring Hearts of Akwesasne. 50-50 tickets are available outside or near the main entry. Please support this beneficial cause. Niaway.
Niaway.
I think I said that right. I hope I did.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So 4:25 remaining here in the second. 5-0 Orangeville in command. But as we've seen in this tournament, anytime a team has gotten up, no matter if it's been 1, 2, 3, or 4 goals so far, the opposition has been able to come back. And so no lead has been safe in this tournament. But the way the Orangeville Northmen are playing, they're pretty sound defensively right now. And Chris O'Reilly is looking real sharp between the pipes.
Like, let's not take anything away from the Northman netminder here. He has been standing on his head here tonight. I mean, 23 shots, and he's perfect so far.
And here come Tri-Nations, Colton Marquis. Orangeville's done a nice job keeping him in check. There's an outside shot off the stick of Tristan LeBlanc. Loose ball picked up by the Northmen in their own zone. Quickly up ahead, Colm Barnett bobbled it, but will be able to get over the timeline safely, and he'll wait for the rest of his team to change. Give it off to Trey Deer. Deer, Teeple, Jennings. Near side Matthews, across to Teeple. Back to Matthews, he'll shoot right on target, saved there by Nicholas, loose ball. And it'll be picked up there by Tri-Nations. We got a penalty coming up, and it's gonna be a holding the stick call. And it's going to go to Steve Dupont-Tardif.
Well, I was watching the Northmen there after taking that shot. Nobody seemed very eager to go inside and pick up that loose ball with the likes of Alfred Jr. and some big bodies lurking around in there with Wadadaibo. And you know you're going to pay the price in there. And I was wondering, like, what's going on here? And it's because there was a delayed call on. They knew the whistle was coming. Save yourself a little bit. It's a long week, Ted.
3.5 to play here in the second. 5-0 Northmen. Deer. Colson. They play 1-2. Here comes a pick from Jennings to Colson. Wide open shot goes wide. Oh, that one again off the backboard. And Nicholas had to be careful for that one. Quickly up the floor is 67 Kyler Powers. He leaves it there for McCumber. He'll go for a run. Power cradles to the far side. Finds a cutter through the middle. It's Ryu Johnson will take a shot. Another nice save there by Orangeville. Quickly up the floor, Trey Deer on his wrong side. Will just get it and hold on and let the power play go to work. 1:14 remaining in the minor to Dupont-Tardif. Trey Deer, top center, backhand flip, Jennings. Cross floor, Colson. Deer, diagonal feed to the crease, Matthews. One more, Jennings cutting through, and he couldn't handle the pass from Liam Smith. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, my goodness, Eddie, it's Eddie.
Nicholas not really paying attention, and Matthews almost snuck one in. And up ahead comes Lou Alfred Jr. He'll leave it there for Colton Marquis. Stone Jacobs.
2 to go.
Thank you, Mr. Timekeeper.
Bashing in time. That's my wheelhouse.
Jacobs to the middle. Shot, shoulder save by Orangeville. Northmen have 2-on-1 numbers here. Inside flip to Smith, and Liam Perro just kind of wasn't really sure what he wanted to do there. He thought a defender might come, he didn't, but he didn't want to shoot it, didn't really want to pass it, and eventually the pass was made, and Liam Smith just was unable to get a shot off as there's only 8 left on the shot clock.
Watch the penalty box now.
Deer, diagonal feed, Matthews clutches it, shoots it, a nice save there by Nicholas, and we're all even, guy all the way down the floor, but Wadadaibo won't throw it. Kyler Powers will push it up the floor, and Colton Marquis was not even looking for the ball. And there's another turnover from Tri-Nations. Here come the Northmen, looking to add to their 5-0 lead. Shots 28-25 in favor of Orangeville. Last minute to play in the second. Moran shoots around the screen, saved there by Nicholas, loose ball. He's able to rake it into his crease. We'll float it to Lou Alfred Jr. He's got it at center. And they're going to bring Nicholas and pull the goalie, go 6-on-5. They got to be careful here.
Yeah, there's too much time to be doing this. Look out.
McCumber, he loses, and this is going to be an easy empty netter for Jaden Ciapera as he empties it. And I don't know why you're pulling the goalie in that position.
I have absolutely no clue what that was about. Didn't do that. I mean,
6-0.
You want to try and get a goal at the end of the period. Yes, I totally get that. But call the timeout. You didn't use one in the first period. Shot clock is less than what the game clock was. You got a long change. You're down 5, and now you're down 6. And you're hanging your head heading to the locker room after giving up an empty netter at the end of the second period.
And that is going to be the period, as they'll just let the clock wind down. And there's going to be some heavy conversations in that Tri-Nations locker room if they go there, and they definitely are.
Hide the garbage cans.
And they have their work cut out for them in the final 20 minutes. Orangeville leading Tri-Nations 6-0. Game 3, day 3. You're watching the Survivors Cup right here on JVI. Arena is where we're at. Survivors Cup is what it is, and you're looking at new goalie Drayden Jackson, the Tri-Nations Medicine Men, as they've relieved Dehonadaga Nicholas.
Yeah, I don't know if I put this 6-0 deficit on Mr. Nicholas whatsoever, but I think this is just a case where coaching staff is trying to spark their team. Garrett Creed, Kirby Joe, and Karak Tuax trying to look for a little spark here for their Medicine Men and get them going, who have not scored a goal here and trail by 6. I was trying to snap a pic just before we got the period going of your little water
this
fan.
Thing's magic, man. The fan, mister? Ooh, this thing saved my life right here. But I think the fact that Tri-Nation still has games tomorrow, and they're going to want Nicholas to be in that game and fresh. I think, it's 6-0. Let's give you a break. Let's get you rested. Let's have you ready for tomorrow.
Bang on, Teddy.
Because they're going to need to be winning that game tomorrow if they're going to want to play in any sort of medal game on Sunday.
Absolutely. That's a great call. I didn't even think about that aspect of it, and I think that is probably the main reason that they've made this change. We'll get the upcoming schedule for tomorrow for you here momentarily, but Nepean and Akwesasne come up at 8:15 here tonight on JVI.
And if you think it's hot in here now, wait until all the locals show up and all the elders and pack this place as the hometown team looks to go 3-0. Down low, Trey Deer flips it inside to Moran. Couldn't handle it as the shot clock was winding down. Quickly up the floor, here comes Rio Johnson.
I'm gonna have to get myself a little water fan squirter. No, thank you, please.
McCumber skips it far side. Dybo up top, Colton Marquis, outside shot. That one missed. And Johnson will have to backtrack this one. Gets met there by Graydon Stokes, loose ball. And they'll just ice it. And nice job by Orangeville.
We got to come up with a different term for that play right there, Teddy. I hate the term ice it in lacrosse. Just doesn't mesh with me.
Sure it does.
Well, I got to think of something else.
All right. Diagonal feed. Matthews gets inside, shoots and scores. First shot against Drayden Jackson goes in, and it's 7-0 Orangeville.
And dare I say, that goal there from Matthews just might ice it, Teddy.
Yeah, that works.
Not going to argue with me.
Argue didn't get an assist on that play.
Okay.
As Matthews gets his first of the night. 2 minutes in here into the third. To the face-off dot we go. Nathan Scholes facing off against Stone Jacobs. And Hallett will blow it in. Jacobs wins it. Who's going to come up with it? It's going to be Jake Argue. Pass up to Colson. He can't find it. There's a turnover, an opportunity here for Tri-Nations. Joey St. John to McCumber. Deharaius McCumber. Now Dybo back to McCumber. He'll take the shot, shoulder save again from Orangeville. He is definitely feeling it. Quickly going the other way. Cone Barnett, all alone breakaway. Barnett, a couple sticks fakes, and he rang it off the junction.
Just going back to Orangeville, I mean, he is in the zone right now.
McCumber to the middle, drives, shoots, puts it wide, loose ball. Rio Johnson there, he can't find it. Who's going to come up with this one? It's going to be the Northman and Nathan Scholes. He's going to go for a break. Scholes on the run. He'll shoot. A nice save there by Drayden Jackson. Lou Alfred Jr. will rumble up the floor. Bring in near side Stone Jacobs, and he'll go for a change.
Well, listen, you got 16 and a half to go here. You're probably not coming all the way back in this one, but if you're the Medicine Men, try and get some positive vibes, get the mojo going here a little bit in this third period so you're heading into your next game with some positive feelings.
Jacobs tried to find the man busting down the side, Tristan LeBlanc. Jacobs has it now late in the 30, takes the shot. And again, an easy save there from Orangeville. And again,
what's it going to take?
You mentioned it, and I've said it. Some of his mannerisms and his movements, just very Dylan Ward-like.
Well, you knew he was in Tony Rose his entire childhood, really, growing up, and probably watching 45.
45, 66.
For some reason, I feel like Dale wore a different number in Orangeville than he does in his pro career.
He might have worn 35.
I want to say 30.
Maybe. Look it up.
Oh, well.
Outside shot by Daibo, loose ball! Oh, and a great job as 3 Northmen, including O'Regulari, dive back. And the Northmen were sure not to let a defender grab it with their hand.
I'm not saying the word, Teddy.
I know you're not.
15 and a half minutes away. They kept the goose egg up on the board with that effort.
As you see the replay, and 2 defenders and O'Regulari jumping back to stop that one. Here's Teeple, inside feed, shot, and Jennings slips one past Drayden Jackson and makes it 8-0 Orangeville.
Just another missed defensive assignment. And Jennings
has his second.
And all the usual suspects now for the Northmen starting to kind of show up on the score sheet here, Teddy. Took a while for the offense to get going. Actually took a while for O'Regulari to settle in the net as well. But looks like the defense, has been there, and now they're going to make the change back again here, Teddy, as Nicholas coming back in the game.
He's coming out to the Rocky music, and he's doing the arm pump up and down. I love it. You know what? That's just kids loving playing lacrosse, and he's going to have to go in, and he's going to have to soak another 14 and a half minutes worth of shots. But you know what? These kids probably haven't played a lot of lacrosse in the last 2 years, so the fact that you can get out there and he's bobbing and weaving and dancing to the Rocky theme song down between the pipes. And, another opportunity for him just to work on his game.
You talk about, playing the game for the creator and the medicine game. And I just caught McCumber, who is down 8-0 here with his medicine men, but spotted some family members in the crowd and had a big smile on his face, a little wave. You don't usually see players do that either, but you can just tell how much playing in the Survivor Cup and especially in this arena means to these kids.
Loose ball in the corner. Moran trying to find it. It'll be Matthews who picks it up late in the 30.
That's right.
You're so smart, Jim.
Okay. 30 for Dale Ward in Orangeville.
There's a shot clock violation, so possession will go back to Tri-Nations. And the shots aren't one-sided. It's 34-30, so Tri-Nations have been putting shots on net, but they just do not have an answer for Chris O'Regulari.
Yeah, and part of it is the quality of shots and where those shots have come from, but there's just been a little bit better finish for Orangeville and a little bit better goaltending as well. There's another stop.
Shot from Ryu Johnson. O'Regulari caught it in the leg pad.
How about the profile pick for Ward back in his junior days? My goodness.
He's a young buck.
Looks like a mugshot.
Here comes Liam Smith. Into the corner. Colson. He's without a goal tonight. They'd like to see him maybe pop one late here. Trey Deer, toe drag, tip toe.
A double.
Inside feed. Colson just put it wide. Rebound grab there by Moran. 4 on the shot clock. Moran gets underneath, drives to the front, takes the shot. Oh, that almost went. Trey Deer finds the rebound, and he just put it wide. And then Trey Deer takes a bump, loose ball, and Nicholas will find it. He'll quickly headman it all the way up the floor.
Fixed his jersey.
Colton Marquis. We'll leave it there. Rodea Rayus McCumber. Cayman Daibo. Trying to ask for a pick, gets one from Marquis. Good pick and roll. Oh, and then they're going to call Marquis on the late pick and roll, illegal screen.
Nickel and dime, small change variety there.
Team's down 8-0. Give them a break.
Okay.
Here's Teeple. We'll flip it off to Cody Colson. Skips it. Matthews tucks it, shoots it, just put it wide. Loose ball going to be grabbed there by Teeple with 10 on 30. And then that diagonal feed can't find Matthews. Jennings takes a chop and then a late hit as the shot clock winds down. Hopefully this just doesn't turn nasty in the final 11 and a half.
Yeah, you don't want to see that, but you kind of wonder where or how the game would have played out for Orangeville had this team shown up in game 1. Buzz the tower.
Daibo, far side. Skip feed McCumber, pass picked off by Elijah Edwards. He's going to have a man out the front door. Moran on a breakaway. Pump fake shot. And then a nice save there from Drayden Jackson. Oh, sorry, check that. That's Nicholas back in between the pipes.
It is. But getting back to Elijah Edwards. He's really kind of done it all in that back end, playing stout defense, pushing the ball in transition. And got a little nasty factor to his game as well, which this Hornhead team needs.
Teeple gets it right back, 10 on the 30. Gives it off to Smith. He'll shoot through a screen, knocked down by the stick of Mac Miller. Up ahead, Marquis on his wrong side. Spins away one-handed, score! It was going to take an absolute gem.
Well, I think we just saw our goal of the tournament so far. Wow.
And one goes in, immediate. All right, Irregularity, you're done for the night. Have a rest. It's 8-1. But just what an absolute beautiful goal from Colton Marquis.
Are you
Remember the name.
Kidding me with that? The kids today, stop it, please. That is just absolutely sick. I cannot believe that goal right there.
Got to give a hat tip to Chris Irregularity. Faced 32 shots, made 31 saves.
He wasn't coming out until he gave up a goal, and now he finally has. And have a rest, get some water, cram a banana in there as well, and get hydrated, because it's still more days to come here at the Survivors Cup. And you know, we all kind of know what the Survivors Cup is and what it stands for here, but it's a bit of a war of attrition as well, and these kids need to survive through the week.
Now in goal for the Northmen, number 1, Zach Richards.
Oh, with the white bucket and gloves.
Also using the plastic stick. Here's Liam Smith.
Bet you got it at Sanderson Sports.
Is that in Orangeville?
It is.
Delayed penalty come up here as Trey Deere got knocked to the ground. Lou Alfred Jr. swinging sticks, and a nice stick save there by Nicholas. And we're going to get an interference call. Pay some bills, Jumbo.
The Survivor Cup wish to thank our gold sponsors, East End Convenience on Route 37, the Akwesasne Mohawk Casino Resort and Spa, Crossroads Tobacco, and the 2019 Can-Am champions, the Akwesasne Bucks Senior Lacrosse Club.
So a power play here for Orangeville with 9 minutes remaining.
Love that, Akwesasne Bucks. That's a good handle right there.
Lou Alfred Jr. will head to the sin bin for 2 or less.
Yeah, we have some sad information to pass along. The Bantam championship game was sadly canceled earlier due to safety protocols, and now it sounds like they've postponed or canceled the Hickory game that was supposed to take place tomorrow with all wooden sticks in a traditional senior game.
You were going to play in that.
I was thinking about it, to be quite frank with you, as I picked up a new woody here at the Mitchell compound, and unfortunately not going to happen. I'm still not giving up complete hope on that. I think things could possibly change. Fingers crossed, toes crossed, all the rest of it.
Here's Colton Marquis trying to kill some time, gives it up to Daibo. That heavy outside shot miss, gets his own rebound, and eventually fall into the stick of Owen Rand. He gets across center. We'll wait for the power play to get out on the floor.
Don't forget, coming up at 8:15, Nepean Akwesasne here on JVI.
Roughly an hour from now.
See
and
the
schedule for tomorrow, 3 games. Orangeville, Mimico, Tri-Nations, Nepean, Akwesasne, Mimico. So the Mountaineers will play 2 games.
Maybe, Matt, just throw that up there one more time if you can. And looking at the schedule here, you see that big gap in between games 2 and 3. And depending on what happens with the Hickory Classic, which is right now canceled, we could see a change in the schedule. So stay tuned to the social channels for that, as I have a feeling that might change should we not play the Hickory game.
Whether they bump that 7 o'clock game up or whether they bump the other 2 games back. But that's a bit of a gap between game 2 and 3 tomorrow. So we'll see what they do. They might give us time for a nap.
Yeah,
though.
nothing wrong with that either.
Up top. And the penalty is over. Lou Alfred Jr. is out of the box. We're back to 5-a-side with 7 minutes to play. And smart play there by Colm Bennett just to let the shot clock wind down and get the full defensive change.
People that don't know, around 30 degrees here in Akwesasne, but feeling like 38, 39 right now. Hot.
AKA muggy and humid. I think those are kind of the same thing. Inside. Moran comes in close and then steps into the crease. That was a nice save by Nicholas. Quickly up the floor. McCumber, stutter step, gets inside, takes a shot, rang it off the post.
Close call.
Nice save there by Zach Richards, his first real test since coming in for Chris O'Reguilari. Shot goes wide off the stick of Marquis. He's open on the backside, won't get it. McCumber finally finds Marquis, 15 on the shot clock. He'll come around the pick from Dibo, take a shot, hit a body in front. Loose ball picked up there by Jake Argue.
Got away with a stick in the face of Marquis as well.
Argue will flip it off to Smith, go for a change, as will Colton Marquis. Moran to Jennings. Trey Deer will run through the middle, skip it near side to Teeple. One more inside. Moran shot, and a nice save there by Nicholas. And then he sweeps the floor and clears the crease. Now, that's going to be 4 or 5 times that's happened to him today alone.
And not sweeping the floor like former Northman Stevie Keogh did, but nonetheless.
Did you call me Brad?
No, I said like Stevie Keogh did.
Let's check it.
Couldn't fault me if I did, though, quite frankly.
There's an outside shot and off the stick of Moran. Nicholas finds it, quickly outlets to the front door.
That should have been crease play.
There's McCumber. Rolls inside, takes a shot, almost jammed it short side top corner, but great work trying to get his own rebound. I don't know if that was intentional or just kind of slipped out of his stick and almost off the back of Richards and in.
Nice handle there from Barnett.
Yeah, he's been very impressive.
Well, you can really just see the confidence level rising of the entire team since that opening game, and it's just been a steady incline since that first game.
I'm pretty sure they got a stern talking to from Bruce and Rusty and Phil, and
maybe even President Sanderson that might have stepped in there as well. Yeah,
and they understood that they need to be better. And Matthews is a little bit better than Nicholas on that one as he gets another marker and makes it 9-1.
And at the end of the day, how lucky are these kids to be able to be on a bench with the likes of Rusty Kruger, Phil Sanderson, and Bruce Codd as your coaches? Like the wealth of knowledge that you have with those 3 men, and I mean the entire organization for that matter, but in your ear, front gate, back gate, middle gate, whatever. Like, that is invaluable, and it's not a luxury that every organization has.
No, and that's why I was talking with Krugs and Rusty and Bruce earlier, and just their minor system is so good and growing, and as that feeds into your junior system, and everyone's always learning the same systems all the way up, just makes you so much better. Look at what Nepean has done in the last 4 or 5 years with their minor program, and now they're really pushing to get a junior A team. So if you can have that coaching ladder and the system all the way from Pee Wee all the way up,
cohesive.
It's why Coquitlam is so dominant. It's why Victoria does so well. It's why so many of these programs do well, is because they have top-level players coaching kids at all ages.
Yeah, Hall of Famer Josh Anderson coaching Bantams.
Right? Kurt Milosky's been coaching his kids since he was like 6.
Yeah.
And they all can play an NLL Pro System defense. Wadata Daibo with a shift to O here. McCumber, 4 in the shot clock, shoots through a screen, goes wide. 2.5 to play here in the third as the clock continues to run.
It's all over in this one, quite frankly, and 2.5 minutes to go in it. And man, if not for the goal from Marquis, which was probably the most spectacular goal of the tournament so far, Northman would have pitched a shutout tonight, I think. You can say it now.
You can definitely say it now, and he was 13 minutes from it. Into the corner. Colson couldn't handle it, ball loose. Plays it to himself, still loose. O'Connell will finally find it, and he'll run up the floor. O'Connell gets underneath. O'Connell dives and scores! Seamus O'Connell with a defenseman goal as he stays and plays a shift to O and got under the check of Nathan Scholes and kept his feet moving, got to the front of the net.
Good reach here to finish off. Now watch this. Good looking goal. 9-2.
Clock still runs, 90 seconds remaining. Still not a wide
No, the
gap
shots,
in the shot.
41. Yeah, 36. I mean, it's right there. It's just a Wrigley area was unconscious. Nicholas didn't have his greatest, and the offense for the Medicine Men, they just didn't really show up today. And we know there's some scoring punch here with the likes of Jacobs and McCumber and, of course, Marquis. He just didn't quite get the job done. You got to give the Northman defense a lot of credit here as well. And listen, we were pretty hard on the Northmen in their opening game, and rightly so, and got to praise them when they do well.
Daibo low to high, misses. Elijah Edwards going to run onto it.
And in that 10-9 overtime game for the Medicine Men over Mimico, that still looms large for them, and that's a big victory that they can look back on and say, this is the way we need to play heading into tomorrow.
And shot clock violation. And with under 30 to play, the Northmen will just get this over center. Bruce Cott telling his defenders to stay in play just to make sure nothing silly happens. And he'll just instruct his guys to stay there with the ball and let time run out. The Northmen are going to win this one 9-2. They'll improve to 2-1. Tri-Nations will fall to 1-2. And we'll set up an interesting day for both of these teams tomorrow. Stick around, we'll have player of the game nominees and awards. As McCumber and Trey Deer meet at center floor for a nice embrace.
I think I just saw Bruce Cott smile for the first time this week. He's limping, but he's smiling.
Shots on goal, 41-36 in favor of Orangeville, as the teams will line up.
Who are you going with, Jenner?
It's Chris O'Reguilari by far and away. And if it's not, there's a hate on for goaltenders.
Give it to the goalie.
Frank Roundpoint, Hall of Famer here in Akwesasne.
Should they not have a couple of goalie sticks on hand here just in case?
And O'Reguilari is the winner of the MVP. 32 shots faced, 31 shots stopped.
He wants to give that thing away. Here, take this.
And that's how this one is going to end. 9-2 is the final in favor of the Orangeville Northmen. And coming up next, the Nepean and Akwesasne at 8:15. For our entire JVI crew, for Jake Elliott, I have been Teddy Jenner. Thank you for joining us. And we'll talk to you at 8:15 from Anoa Lagoa Arena right here at the Survivors Cup.